everyone's looking for the young guy. They're looking for McVay. I think take a shot out Todd Bowles, get him a second shot at head coach, and see if he can do it.
I don't think they will. If they don't have Anthony Davis, I'm saying it right now. If Anthony Davis is out for the playoffs, they don't make it out of the first round.
It's crazy. And our kids will know how great Tom Brady is because he's going to be playing.
Yes, it is 15.0%.
That's what the Yankees brought Garrett Cole to do.
He was a 6th-round pick. This is a fairy tale story that's being written in front of our eyes.
People like to call them their JV team, and they just stole one of their better players.
They didn't struggle against the Padres. The Padres didn't really put up a fight in most of the games.
Jerry Jones, hope you're listening.
Hi, I'm Landon Bowe, and you're listening to Outsiders Opinions with Kevin and Austin.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our MLB Opinions of the Week. I am Kevin, and I am joined by the man that I would say is a fan of the Twins from a just baseball perspective, Austin.
For this year, yes, I am a fan of what they are doing, the team that they've really put together, and I've been impressed by how they've kind of overcome a very bad start. They've won 11 straight as we're recording. This will be posted a couple days after, so they could have lost a couple games by now, but I don't think that's going to change my opinion on them. Kevin, do you think that they're back? Last year they went 82-80, missed the playoffs. The year before that, they won the wild card series versus the Blue Jays and then lost in the division series, the ALDS, against the Astros. Do you think, even though they're still fourth in the AL Central, that they are moving in the right direction to make the playoffs or make a push towards the playoffs, or do you think that they are going to stay in kind of that mediocre spot that they had been last year?
I wouldn't say they're mediocre. I viewed them as a good team. I know last year was bad, but just not up to that standard. But I really do like a lot of the players. I think a big thing is is injuries, especially to key players like Byron Buxton and Royce Lewis. Those are some electric players, but they do have injury problems.
Sure, that's definitely true. And I do wonder whether or not they're going to be able to stay healthy this year. But I'm not going to go with that because they have really good starting pitching between Joe Ryan, Pablo Lopez, Bailey Ober, and then you have David Festa, who started 3 games this year with a 1.38 ERA. I've been very impressed with a good bit of their guys, and I think that based on what they've done this year, I could see them becoming a good team because they also have Danny Colomé, who in 19 games and 16.2 innings, he has a 0 ERA as a relief pitcher. He's been amazing. And then you have Johan Duran, who throws 102 and has a .89 ERA and has also been pretty incredible. So I do find it pretty easy to believe that this team becomes a playoff contender, a contender for the playoffs. I don't necessarily think they're going to become one of the best AL by any means, but because I don't know if Bader can keep this up, and you did bring up some good injury questions. But the way they're pitching, I definitely could see that continuing. And because of that, I think that as long as you have solid starting pitching and you have some guys in the bullpen that you can go to consistently, I do think that they'll keep it up enough for them to become a contender for a playoff spot.
Yeah, to me, it just relies on that hitting aspect. I trust their pitching always, especially the last few years because they've been really good. So we'll have to see what happens. I am just a little bit worried about their hitting as well because you mentioned Harrison Bader. I do like Harrison Bader. It's just, can he keep it up, as you mentioned? So I think it will be on the hitting side, which is always something. They do have Carlos Correa, but it's just, can they have a okay hitting lineup?
Yeah, that's a big question. I just don't know that either, and that question is not a personnel issue to me. It's a health question, and that is always something that a lot of teams have to worry about, but especially the Twins the past couple of years. If Buxton can stay healthy and Bader can keep it up, and then you get some of your guys back that have been injured, I'm confident this team could be pretty good.
Yeah, and I think I'm confident they can be in the mix for the AL Central. I don't think there's a huge. I know the Tigers have as we are recording, a 5-game lead compared to the Twins, but I think the Twins can definitely be in that upper top part of the Central and kind of compete for a spot. It's just, I don't know if they can be expected to be a playoff team. It's just, I think they'll be a good team. I don't think they'll be mediocre.
Yeah, I don't think that they're going to continue at this stretch and with the run that they're on. I don't think they'll keep it up entirely, but I do think that they'll be able to, kind of like you said, be in the mix for the AL Central. The Tigers look good, but they definitely have some problems as well. So the AL Central is up for grabs. It looks like the best division in baseball, and I think probably it is just because I think the White Sox, they're bad, but they're not Rockies bad. So those are the two divisions I think are up for debate regarding, because the White Sox have double the wins of the Rockies. If that does not seem insane to you, it does to me.
They have double?
The White Sox have double the wins that the Rockies do.
That is insane.
And a crazy part, the White Sox have the second least amount of wins in the MLB. So they're the second worst team in the MLB, and they still have double the wins as the Rockies. That's how bad the Rockies are.
Yeah, I like how you brought up this division because I think I view them all the same. Tigers, I might view kind of just how far they went in the postseason last year as like a pretty good team, but I view the Guardians, Royals as Twins as all equal teams. I don't view them kind of separating each other. It's just like depending on the day. And yeah, the Twins probably won't be this insane, but it is kind of like it's correcting their bad start. So now they're kind of close to equal ground. So we'll have to keep an eye. And the Twins are good at developing. It's mostly pitching, but they do, like Royce Lewis was a exciting prospect when he came up a few years ago. So I'm very interested in what they do. So I'll say they'll be in the mix, but I won't be confident that they'll be a playoff contending team.
Okay, we'll have to see, and I think the AL Central is going to be a tough division. I think a lot of them will get wins over the White Sox, but it's not going to be as much as, like I said, the Rockies are going to give up to the rest of the teams in their division. But it should be tight.
Yeah, so we will keep you updated on that, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. We appreciate you listening to Outsiders Opinions.